Welcome to hell.
Neil said that heaven was the best real estate in the universe and hell was the worst real estate in the universe. So that just set it right up. And nothing works in hell and everything works in heaven.
It's the most hellish hell you've ever been in. It's our hell. It's the hell of Good Omens. And Douglas was absolutely and utterly in his element.
Michael doesn't just create hell, he creates hell for the stories that I want to tell from Neil's scripts. And that's a very particular thing that we do. What's fascinating about hell is that all your conventional ideas about how to organize things have to be thrown out.
In hell, it's in a box under a bulldog clip, buried under stacks of paperwork and dirty, filthy floors. And
about 80 extras dressed as gloriously costumed and made up as inhabitants of hell, shuffling gloomily through this dark and tortuous bureaucracy.
And hell doesn't work. It doesn't work, no one's cleaned it, no maintenance has ever been done, nothing's straight. It's subterranean.
You know, the lights are in the wrong place, and they buzz all the time. There's so much filing to do, and nobody to do it.
It's an unbelievable mess.
Welcome. You thought that hell was going to be a fire pit, but turns out it's not. It's, if you can see my breath, it's freezing. But it's still very effective. And I mean, look, you look at the set, the whole thing is a bit of an art installation, really. It says, please do not lick the walls. Even hell would advise you not to.
As we can see, there's a lot of bureaucracy, which for a lot of people is hell. It would be largely my hell. It's lightless, airless, hopeless.
Hell is freezing. Perhaps that's ironic, but the hell set is literally an old disused factory. It shorts, in fact fans. It's pretty grimy and miserable, as it should be.
It's just kind of this, you know, shoddy office, which was just full of disgusting artifacts, and every dark crevice you've ever imagined was in the set. All the essays were just styled incredibly. There's a sort of steampunky feel to the whole show.
Delightfully varied in their looks. Again, the costume department has absolutely gone to town. They've all got bits hanging off them, and some of them are very beautifully frightening. Shax doesn't want to touch anybody. She doesn't have to. It's a wonderful accumulation of stuff, codes, references, in-jokes everywhere, and detail. God is in the details. Or the devil is in the details, perhaps.
There was a tiny reference in the scripts to shoots where people were being sent off to a lower level of hell. And so I remember saying to Michael, it sounds to me like there are those chutes, those flume things you get in swimming pools that you jump into. And so suddenly on the set there are 4 flumes where people are jumping into them to go to a lower level of hell.
One of my favorite sequences and props that we have that VFX is taking over is the water cooler or fire cooler that's in hell. And so when we were on set, we were still trying to decide exactly what that was. And we were always kind of curious how that was going to work. And Michael Ralph, who's a genius, built the actual cooler. And so we put interactive lighting in it. We're definitely putting fire in it, but it could end up being sort of a lava. But we'll really rely on Neil to give us the instruction for, you know, sort of how he sees a fire water cooler.
The posters are all Neil Gaiman's fault. He comes up with the lines on the posters. And I think he over-enjoys it, to be honest. So we've got so many posters that we couldn't film them all. There should really be a book of posters for Neil Gaiman's head, just for hell.
It says there, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. That's all right, because I don't have any.